Hey, good morning, Choice Residential. Hope your day's off to a wonderful start. Today, I just want to talk a little bit about perspective and how your perspective impacts your perceived value. This is really important when we think about negotiation and understanding what the other side could be thinking or what could be driving their decisions and their emotions. So, let me just play out a little scenario for you. What if I were to tell you, hey, I'll give you $20 for you to go run a 3 minute errand for me to get a cup of coffee? That simple. Takes you 3 minutes. You're getting a cup of coffee, and I'll give you $20. And so you think about it for a second. You say, "Oh gosh, okay, that's worth. If I play that out, that's $400 an hour to go pick up a cup of coffee." Yeah, I'll go do that. I'm excited about that. I'll take $400 an hour at an hourly rate to go get a cup of coffee. Okay. But now, what if I told you that in getting me that cup of coffee, that was going to make me $1 million? Does that change your perspective a little bit and your perception on the value that you thought you were getting? For a moment there, you were excited about getting $400 an hour to go pick up a cup of coffee. On the other hand, when you find out that that act is going to make me $1 million, you feel like you're getting ripped off because you're doing the work to generate the $1 million for me, and I'm only handing you a $20 bill. So you went from feeling like you got a great deal at making $400 an hour for this simple 3 minute task to feeling like you got ripped off now that you know I'm making $1 million on it. So perspective can change your perception of the value that you're getting. And this is an important concept to understand when you're negotiating. It's not like it's a secret weapon that tells you exactly what to do in the negotiation, but we have to understand, why does the seller think that their house is worth $800,000 when we know it's worth $700,000? Well, it's their house. It's their memories that they have in that home and that they're going to be leaving. It's their improvements that they made. It's their money that they're going to make in the end. So, of course, they want it to be as much as it can be. Or why does this buyer not think it's worth so much? Why does this buyer want all of these things that seem minor to be fixed? Why are they making such a big deal out of something that seems more minor or not that big of a deal to us? Well, it's because they're the ones that are spending the money. They're the ones that are going to be living in the home. They're the ones that have the perceived risk of moving into a home where something could go wrong. So when we're on the other side, whether the buyer or the seller, or even us as agents in talking with the prospective client, we need to understand what their perspective is and how that can change their perception of value. So make sure you're always putting yourself in the other person's shoes to understand what their perspective looks like and what are the things that could be driving their emotions and their decision making. So hopefully that little nugget or perspective on negotiating and what the other side could be thinking and what angle they could be coming from will help you as you go into your next negotiation, either on behalf of a client or on behalf of yourself as you look to take on a new listing or work with a new buyer. So I'm going to look to do more of these videos in the future about negotiating, hopefully drop some nuggets that will be impactful for you. And all this is going to lead up to a future negotiation class that we are secretly working on in the background. Oh, I guess the secret's out, but be on the lookout for that later on this year. And as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks. See you next time.